Also, we're very conscious that in the context of the budget, progress has been made, but it is a very challenging environment with very, very significant increase in population in the country over the last number of years. If you look over the last 2 decades, it's been quite dramatic, which basically then creates pressure on public services, be it health, education, and childcare. So government has to wrestle with that, navigate that, along with inflation, which has arisen primarily out of the aftermath of COVID and the war on Ukraine. So given that context, it will be a tough budget in terms of trying to create space and room for manoeuvre in terms of additional measures, as well as helping people to cope with the pressures that they're under at the moment from the cost of living. And we're very conscious of the cost of living pressures on people, in the budget will aim to try and alleviate some of those pressures.
Are you concerned about capacity issues within hospitals, especially with the private hospitals saying they don't feel that there might be enough time now for them to react to the tenders?
Well, I think there tends to be a bit of manoeuvring between different sectors at moments like this, and people often endeavour to leverage advantage from a given situation. But I think during COVID-19, nationally we all came together to do the right thing by the country. The government will play this fair, but there's plenty of time to get this right in terms of, I don't accept that people saying it's a bit late and all of that. I don't buy any of that. I think we need to play fair here by the taxpayer, and we just need to do what's correct and proper to enable the country to come through a winter where there is always concerns now in terms of viruses and in terms of the flu and potentially new variants of COVID. So vaccination is very, very important, but also I think cooperation between the private hospital sector and the public sector is critical also.
Taoiseach, we have childcare workers striking today. Next month we are going to have a planned strike of indefinite duration of health and community workers. Will there be anything in the budget to address these workers' concerns?
Well, there's been very significant progress in childcare over the last 3 years, in particular, both in terms of pay and conditions for workers, which was a major breakthrough, and then the very significant additional resources last year, which has reduced the costs for parents. And we want to progress this on an ongoing basis. And we acknowledge there are some issues with some childcare providers, and I know that the Minister is engaging with the sector. But I think, in my view, people should not be deprived of childcare. There should be engagement prior to any withdrawal of services, given the fact that by any yardstick, resources have significantly increased over the last 2 years towards the sector.
I wonder, have you been briefed in regard to the operation of the coast of Wexford? Obviously the Naval Service are involved in that, and do you have any update for us?
I have been briefed in terms of a multi-agency operation, but it's still ongoing, so it's not possible, it's not correct or proper for me to comment any further or to speculate on it. But again, what we are witnessing is very strong cooperation across the agencies in respect of a specific operation.